we'll start with how we implemented identity. So, with the identity setup, we implemented identity to manage user authentication and authorization. This basically means our users, the students, the lecturers, the admins, they can securely log in and access only the parts of the system meant for them. We used ASAP.NET Core Identity, which gave us built in support for our password hashing, the role management, and the token based authentication. So, this also helped us protect sensitive data and control access to different features based on user roles. And then going on with how we implemented our search functionality. So, with our search functionality, our API allows users to search for students and lecturers using key details. For instance, the student number, student name or surname, and for the lecturers, the same details but including the staff number. So we also made this flexible by allowing partial matches. So even if you don't have the full name, you can still find the right person. This improves usability and helps users quickly locate records that they need, specifically in this case, the admin. And then finally, moving on to our entity framework core relationships. So how we used entity framework core to define how our system will work, to define our models, and basically how this ERD works is one lecturer can teach many courses. One course can have many modules and many students. Students and courses are linked through a join table, allowing them a many to many relationship. And each module can have multiple tasks, and students complete those tasks again using a join table. So, Entity Framework Core helped us then manage these particular relationships using the foreign keys and the navigation properties so that we could easily query the related data and also maintain referential integrity. Okay, so we'll start by logging in on the admin dashboard. Entering a wrong password will give you an invalid login. And then, just to show you that we used identity correctly, so we'll start off with the admin dashboard, managing students, lecturers, and courses. So, managing students, you are able to add a new student. So, the student number, first name, last name, and the gender, just say female, and the date of birth, we'll just use any date. We'll just use any date and create. And then you are able to enroll a student to the courses that are already on the system. So enroll a student, you're able to edit that particular student's details. You can just edit the surname maybe, and then update, and we're also able to delete a particular student. We're also able to search a student. Students can be searched by a student number, they can be searched by their name. Students can also be searched by their surname. And then moving on from the students, we go now to managing our lecturers. So with the lecturers, we kind of have the same functionalities whereby you can add a new lecturer with their various details, staff number, first name, last name, email, department, and phone number. And then we create. We're also able to edit that particular lecturer's details. So it could be the surname, update, and we're also able to delete a lecturer's details. And then we're also able to search. Can be via the name of that lecturer, can be via the staff number, It can also be through their surnames. And then moving on, we then go to the courses, managing our courses. So you see a list of all the courses that we have, and basically are able to add a new course as a lecturer, as an admin. We'll just say ITP, ITS, let's say 9 credits, course name, computer fundamentals, and introduction to computer. And then we create the course. Oh, sorry, it just shows you that you can't have duplicate data on the system. You need different courses. So we'll just create a new course, create that course, scroll down to that particular course. We can then now add a new module for that particular course. We can add as much modules as we need to add for a particular course. Adding the modules, module name, we can say mechatronics, and a module description, introduction, and create that module. And we can then assign a lecturer to that particular module. So from the list of lecturers that we'll have in the system, we can then choose one from there, and you can basically edit or delete. So you can edit a module or delete a module. And then going back then now to logging out and going into the lecturer's dashboard with the lecturer's functionalities. So we'll just sign into the lecturer. You have already seen that identity works. So same thing this side. So once the lecturer is logged in, they're able to see a list of courses that they have, a number of modules, or the number of modules that they are assigned to, and then now they're able to also create tasks for those particular modules. So they can create a task, put the task name, the description of that task, and then we can select the module that that task pertains to with the due date. Due date also includes the time, and then we create the task. And then once you go back to the main dashboard, you're able to then see all the recently created tasks, and then you're also able to see the upcoming tasks due in the next 7 days. And then we go now to our students dashboard, what the student encounters once they log in. Same thing, wrong details, can't enter. And then log in. So once the student logs in, they'll see the recent tasks that have been uploaded, but only tasks related to the modules that they only tasks related to the courses or the modules that they are signed up to. So this particular student only has one tasks, and they can basically view the task. They can show or play around with the statuses. So usually when a new task is added, it is marked as not started, and then a student can then move on to edit it as mark in progress or mark as complete. And then we'll just leave it as complete. You're also able to filter based the tasks based on the status. So not started, in progress, and the complete tasks. And then you go back to the main dashboard, and then they're also able to see the progress overview of the particular task that they have as a whole, and that is they're also able to view a list of all the tasks that they have, but then currently they just only have one task. And thank you.